Hello, YouTube. One moment, y'all. I dropped this charger. Hello, YouTube. How y'all doing today? Welcome to my live. I'm Queen Lillie. Welcome, each and every last one of you all. And if you watch it on replay, enjoy. I love you too. I got to give you love too, like I give all of them love. Love is important. We need it more than ever today. Yes, we do. Hello, King Allen. How you doing, my love? Y'all know what we're talking about, Donald Trump. He's a topic, and he's going to be the topic for a long time because he's doing something all the time. I thought I was going to get to celebrate and rejoice and do the Holy Ghost dance. He pulling stunts, making people think he don't win away. Bye-bye for a lifetime, but he has not. Oh, how sad I really am. Because I thought I was going to be able to celebrate and not grieve him. But he's still alive, y'all. Papa is still alive. Hello, King Victorious One. Yes, Papa is still alive. What we gonna do, y'all? Because I'm gonna tell you why I was live yesterday. I didn't know this, but they was saying that Papa had passed away. That the orange man was gone bye-bye for a lifetime. And I thought I was gonna get up and dance for y'all. Because when that moment happened, I'm gonna stand up and dance for y'all. I'm so disappointed that we can't celebrate the memorial of him going bye-bye in a casket. I really, really believe when people was posting it. I started to go live again last night because I kept seeing all over social media that he went bye-bye. And one lady that's supposed to be a psychic or whatever said he was going to be bye-bye on the 29th, then the 30th. Well, when he going to go bye-bye? We tired. I ain't going to lie, Lord. I can't take it no more. He got to go. The orange man got to go. Yeah. So we got a lot to talk about, y'all. Y'all know our favorite topic right now because we're not going to let this go because they refuse to turn over the true Epstein files. So we definitely will be talking about the Epstein files. There's some new development from on my end that I know is new development. So I have that. Hopefully the video didn't get deleted because sometimes you go saving videos and whoever put the video out there, sometimes it gets removed. So hopefully it hasn't. So yeah, I thought the con man was gone. I thought we was gonna be blessed on this Saturday evening that the con man was gone. We was all gonna celebrate. Child, the con man is still alive. Damn the bear. Damn, 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 damn. Yeah, I remember on Good Times. On Good Times when he used to say that. I actually met him. I can't. What was his name? James. I actually met him here in Atlanta because he lived here in Atlanta, and I'm sure he had other locations that he lived at. But I actually got to meet him. It's been many years ago when I, first moved here, and I took pictures with him and everything. But y'all, I'm disappointed. He's still here. God, we need favor. Please forgive me for my simple thinking, but Lord, America needs to be saved. And the only way you can save us, Lord, is to take them. Just take them, Lord Jesus. Get them out of here, please. Whew. Well, we're going to go ahead and get started, y'all. As you coming in, hit that like button, please. Again, hit that like button. It keeps me in the algorithm. And if you don't keep me in the algorithm, YouTube may forget about me. We don't want YouTube to forget about me because then you won't get the notifications, okay? Hit the like button. And if you like what I'm giving you today, you can donate to my channel with super chats and super stickers to show me that you appreciate my hard work. And in my description, there's my Venmo. So if any of you have Venmo, you can send me something through Venmo. Also in my description is my PayPal link. You can bless me through PayPal. Yes. Pass the collection plate around and feed me, Seymour. Feed me. But anyway, we got a lot to cover, y'all. It's different topics, even Newsom, Donnie and his cunning ways, pictures of him that he's supposed to still be alive. Oh, I could just vomit. Oh, I can see one of those videos got removed anytime. Sometimes videos, they'll remove them. And then we're going to be discussing something about the pediatric brain cancer group to lose federal funding. You know, we talked about they was going to remove funding for children's cancer, and they have done it. And I got something to let y'all listen to about that and read to you about it. America is going down in history as taken from children with cancer. Yeah, that's all Donald Trump is doing. He don't care about these children. I told y'all, Donnie don't believe the children are our future. He don't believe in teach them well and let them lead the way. He ain't Whitney Houston, baby. We are still asking for them to release the Epstein files. Donnie is Pinocchio. I have some AI videos to show y'all, and I got some videos to show y'all of how people felt they thought Donnie was actually gone bye-bye. We all thought Donnie was gone bye-bye. Once I got off the live and I saw that, I was celebrating. Then I get up today and there's videos of Donnie's still here. Why, Lord? But we're going to go ahead and get started, y'all, okay? I love y'all. Hit that like button, please. We're going to listen to the great Aaron Parnas right quick.
Donald Trump just sent out today a fundraising email saying, quote, "I want to try and get to heaven." That is a real fundraising email from Donald Trump, from his PAC or his campaign, which is still fundraising because he wants to help get Republicans elected in 2026 and inevitably again in 2028. This email was obtained by Roger Sullenberger, but it actually went out to anyone on Donald Trump's list. And the subject was, quote, "I want to try to get to heaven." And then it went on to talk about how last year he was almost assassinated by a bullet. And he now says, quote, he believes that God saved him for one reason, to make America great again, and that he wants to try to get to heaven. It was a, quote, memo from Trump himself. Obviously not true.
He could try, but he's not going.
Off of just hours after many were speculating about his health and his whereabouts.
Exactly, a stairway to heaven. That's what he's trying to buy.
Until this morning when he went golfing. Spread the word so more people know, and follow along for all the news you need to know about. I'll have much more to come soon. Western news right now, Donald Trump.
Hello, you kings and queens coming in. Hello, King LaSwan. He's trying to buy a stairway to heaven. Donnie, you're not going to heaven. And I was going to celebrate today if you actually gone to HELL. Yeah, I was, Donnie, because eyes don't like you. You're evil. So let's listen to the great, handsome who? Government Newsom. Yay.
Trump who started this. They drew for proverbial first blood. It was Trump that called Abbott, said, "I am entitled," not the words he used in that first phone call, but weeks later, he said he's entitled to 5 seats.
He said that in the Oval Office too.
Before one vote is cast, what more evidence did we need than January 6th, where he tried to light democracy on fire and wreck this country and tried to dial up for 11, almost 12,000 votes to the Secretary of State in Georgia. Now he's doing it in plain sight. You saw it yesterday. He was in the Oval Office with the Speaker of the Indiana legislature and the Senate chair saying, "We need to do what jdvance was assigned to tell you to do a week ago. You need to move in Indiana, in Missouri." And of course, Ron DeSantis, who will do anything the guy asks in order to get back in his good grace. So these guys are going. They're not screwing around, and we can't screw around either. And so, yeah, we're pushing back. We'll neutralize what's happened in Texas, but we need other Democrats in other states to do the same thing. It was Trump who started this. They drew.
See, this is the thing with the Republicans. They'll start something, and they'll do their simple D's. And soon as the Democrats tell them, okay, we're fighting back. We're going to do exactly what you're doing. We're going to redistrict. Oh, you can't do that. That's what jdvance says. That's illegal. jdvance, that's what you all are doing. So how can it be illegal if the Democrats are doing it? But it's not. And that's why in California, Newsom won against Trump in the court. The judge sided with Government Newsom. All right. Oh, here goes a picture of Donnie because I thought he was gone. As I stated earlier, I thought he was bye-bye, and I was hoping he was bye-bye. But anyway, why, Lord? Why King James? King Jesus, not James. King Jesus. Take him, please, Lord. Take him soon. The American people are tired, but he's still here.
Donald Trump fue visto el sábado por la mañana.
Oh, God. They don't normally put that in Spanish. Midas Touch don't normally put their stuff in Spanish. Okay, we're gonna move along. So we're gonna move along with Government Newsom again. I'm gonna show you, then I'm gonna read it to you. But first, I just go ahead and read it. It said, "Can't wait. Every con runs out of tricks. Every fake runs out of fans. The clock's ticking. The walls are closing in. And karma is waiting with receipts." So this is Government Newsom, y'all. He's making fun of Donnie because, you know, he's been having the best fun with Donnie, boy, trolling Donnie. And Donnie can't take it. Y'all remember that image of Donnie standing there with the Bible upside down? Well, Government Newsom is portraying what Donnie did. This is more, I guess, AI, a satire, whatever you want to call it. Remember Donnie stood there with the Bible upside down? When I tell y'all, Government Newsom is trolling Donnie in all the MAGA Republican Party, and they don't know what to do with themselves. They can't handle it. But it's okay if Donnie do it. Oh, Newsom doing it better. Now, it's bad when somebody take what you're doing and do it better than you. So, breaking. The House press pool takes photograph of Trump this morning. This is from Aaron Partners. Different point of views.
Some news right now. A photograph of Donald Trump has been taken this morning per the White House pool, the press pool, which is traveling with Donald Trump.
Hit the like button.
Here's what we know according to Barack Ravid, who's a senior Axios reporter. The White House pool report has issued the following statement. Pool photograph snaps picture of POTUS in white polo shirt and red MAGA hat with black pants. POTUS motorcade began rolling at 8:45 a.m., which is about 30 minutes ago. I've seen the online discourse about this. I'm not going to report something or speculate about something unless it's completely true and accurate. That's why I didn't report. It's not my job to speculate. That's your job. And so I'm going to give you the news, the good, the bad, the ugly, no matter how it's presented, no matter what happens. Right now, Donald Trump's on his way to play golf. That is the facts of the matter. And when we get the picture, I will share it with you. So spread the word and follow along for more. We have some news
that is from this morning. The great Eric Pornis reported that Trump was still alive. Not that we are excited. We are not actually now grieving that he's still alive. Why, Lord? Why must thee torture me? I thought I was going to get tortured with a good time. No, he's still alive. And I was thinking about going live last night. Then I was like, I don't know if it's true. So I don't want to go and say he's gone bye-bye. And it's not true. So the Pediatric Brain Cancer Group to lose federal funding. Thank you, Donnie, for your simple, ugly ways. You would not make it into heaven.
So I'm sitting in my car waiting for my 10-year-old daughter to finish her violin lesson. I'm thanking God that my daughter is healthy and that she's safe. And I was like, fuck Donald Trump, convicted felon asshole, and all the stupid Republicans that are basically kissing his ass, that we have to have headlines like this. Pediatric Brain Cancer Group to lose federal funding. A network dedicated to early phase trials of treatments for children with brain cancer will be phased out. Because of whom? Trump. Say it again for the people in the cheap seats. Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
His feckless Republicans.
And the MAGA Republicans.
Society, brain and spinal cord tumors are the second most common cancers in children after leukemia. They account for about 1 out of 4 childhood cancers.
This is Donald Trump's doing, y'all.
Brain tumors survive at least 5 years after being diagnosed. The Pediatric Brain Tumor Consortium, which has conducted dozens of trials since it was established in 1999 by the National Cancer Institute, has 6 active trials, 5 of which that are related to treatment. These are early phase trials that evaluate the safety and the efficacy of novel therapies for pediatric brain cancers, mostly the very highest risk types of these cancers. According to a pediatric oncologist by the name of Dr. Douglas Hawkins, who's the chair of the Children's Oncology Group at Seattle Children's, he says the risk is in the end we don't do as many impactful clinical trials for pediatric brain tumors. Here's an example of one of the trials that's now not going to go forward because Trump and his administration has pulled funding. This trial was on the cusp of beginning after 2 years of rigorous review. It was going to be for a neurological procedure that would use tiny lasers to deliver heat to destroy the tumors that are in the brains of kids. Children with brain cancer. That's who we were going to be helping. According to the Tisch Brain Tumor Center at Duke University, kids with brain cancer, those tumors have a cure rate from 85 to 95%. But of course, this is very general, right? Depends on the type of tumor, the size, the location, etc., response to treatment. But I mean, don't you want to give kids a chance? Don't you want to give kids a fighting chance? Trump and the Republicans claim that they're the pro-life party, but from all I've seen and from what I can tell and all of the evidence, it just shows that they're just hell-bent on killing our children. That's it.
That is it, and that is all. I agree with her. They love to say, save the children. Stop where you can go to the ABORTLN clinic or whatever how you spell it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Oh, they shut those down. Women can't go do that anymore. If they get RAPE'd, they can't go protect themselves and get rid of it because of Donnie and them say they believe in the children, the fetus is an actual person. But once you're big and you get cancer, the children don't matter. What kind of mess is that, Donnie? The only mess should be in your diaper. You worse than a baby that has a diaper. A toddler that wears a diaper. A toddler that wears a training, what they call it, training pants or whatever, Pampers. I forgot. I'm old now. My daughter's 30-some years old. We're going to listen to some more Aaron Parnas because he gives it to us real.
Much public discourse about many issues, but what I'm not going to stop asking about is the Epstein files. The Epstein files must be made to the public, must be released. Why? Because the survivors and the victims of Epstein's horrific crimes deserve it, and every reporter should be asking the White House every single day for the release of the Epstein files. Right now, the White House is employing a flood the zone strategy, trying to throw out so much information out there to distract you, to distract the public, to distract lawmakers from the issues at hand. And right now, the survivors of Epstein's horrific crimes need answers. This isn't about Donald Trump or one person. It's about a systematic, a scheme with high net worth, powerful individuals that exploited women for many years. And the public deserves to know the truth. They deserve to know and see the Epstein file. So I'm not going to stop commenting on the White House page. I'm not going to stop asking questions of administration officials. That's my focus. That should be yours as well. So this week's going to be a major week. There's going to be a major press conference with survivors in Washington, D.C. on September 3rd. I'll be there. Come if you can. Follow along for more. I'm not going to stop asking these questions, so subscribe to my Substack at the link in my bio to support my work.
Subscribe to Aaron Parnas, please, on YouTube, Instagram, follow him, TikTok, follow him, etc., etc. All his platforms are Aaron Parnas. He's great, and I love this guy. Everything that I show is fair use, great for educational purposes, great for research purposes, and great for entertainment. But what are we doing, beautiful people? We are doing research. Yes, we are. Research on Donald Trump and his goonies, etc., etc., etc. One moment, please. So we're gonna. This is some AI, but we gotta throw some human. It's the weekend, y'all. You know, I'm disappointed that the old man didn't crunk over. So we got to laugh a little, okay? I'm about to show y'all 2 Pinocchio videos of Donald Trump. This is AI YouTube.
I never had the privilege of going to his island, and I did turn it down, but a lot of people in Palm Beach were invited to his island. In one of my very good moments, I turned it down. I didn't want to go to his island. I never had the privilege of going to his island. And I did turn it down, but a lot of people in Palm Beach were invited to his island. In one of my very good moments, I turned it down. I didn't want to go to his island.
I got another AI video to show y'all. We're going to enjoy this Saturday. Everything can be so serious. We got to laugh a little bit. Laughter is good for the heart. You don't want to be like Donnie, do you?
I don't like a dictator. I'm not a dictator. I'm a man with great common sense and a smart person. I don't like a dictator. I'm not a dictator. I'm a man with great common sense and a smart person. I don't like a dictator. I'm not a dictator. I'm a man with great common sense and a smart person. I don't like a dictator.
Who's going to tell him? Who's going to tell him? He's the definition of a dictator. Yes. More with Donnie about Epstein. We have played this recording before, but a lot of times I like to refresh your memory. So this is what this is about. We in the land of Epstein right now. Yeah, this may be Donnie's world, but this is the land of Epstein.
Married, okay. Right. But and I'm very happily married. I have a great wife. But if I weren't married, I'd be able to get all of the girls I want, except for possibly Robin.
Do you think you could?
Marriage never stopped him from cheating.
Oh, absolutely. I have no trouble.
Would you do it?
I have no problem.
Yeah, do you have an age limit, or would you?
No, I have no age. I mean, I have an age. I don't want to be
the
like
upper bracket.
Foley with 12-year-olds.
Can I make a prediction for you?
Yes. I'm married, okay.
Right.
But and I'm very happily married. I have a great wife. But if I weren't married, I'd be able to get all of the girls I want, except for possibly Robin.
Do you think you could now be banging 24-year-olds?
Oh, absolutely. I have no trouble.
Would you do it?
I have no problem.
Yeah, do you have an age limit, or would you?
No, I have no age. I mean, I have an age. I don't want to be
the
like
upper bracket.
Foley with 12-year-olds.
Can I make a prediction for you?
Yes.
You know what Donnie just said? His age limit it stops at 12 years old. He don't want to be with 12 years old, but that's something we heard differently though about that young girl. Hey, people that have a membership, they know what I'm talking about. If you get a membership, you'll get to see what I'm talking about. I don't exclude him from 12-year-olds. I don't. That is in my opinion. And if you get your membership, you get to see what I'm talking about. It's things on record about Donnie. All right. So let's listen to Senator Durbin confirms FBI staff was told to flag any records in which Trump was mentioned in the Epstein files.
We were contacted by a highly credible whistleblower describing Attorney General's pressure on FBI to quickly review and produce more Epstein documents as promised. For 2 weeks in late March, the FBI assigned approximately 1,000 personnel in its Information Management Division and hundreds of additional agents from the New York field office to work 24-hour shifts to review and produce more Epstein documents. These officials were told to, quote, flag any records in which President Trump was mentioned. Essentially, agents were pulled out of their field from their work combating. We were contacted by a highly credible whistleblower describing Attorney General's pressure on FBI to quickly review and produce more Epstein documents as promised. For 2 weeks in late March, the FBI assigned approximately 1,000 personnel in its Information Management Division and hundreds of additional agents from the New York field office to work 24-hour shifts to review and produce more Epstein documents. These officials were told to, quote, flag any records in which President Trump was mentioned. Essentially, agents were pulled out of their field from their work combating. We were contacted by a high.
I have mentioned it to you guys several times that there were 1,000 FBI agents that were told by Pam Bundy and Kash Patel to go through the Epstein files and redact everything about Donald Trump. And they did it. So when Queen Summer Lee and the Democrats received the Epstein files list, not this past Friday, but the Friday before, that's supposed to have been given everything about Epstein and Donnie Boy, which Donnie was retracted out of it. But they gave them things that I've shown you on my channel that you can Google yourself. They didn't actually give what they supposed to. They gave them 33,000 pages, and only 1,000 of the pages were actually not seen by the public. That's not what they asked for. Pam Bundy, Kash Patel, Donald Trump, etc., from the MAGA Republican Party. That is not what's supposed to have been given. So what has Summer Lee and the rest of the Dems had to do? They had to send another subpoena. See, this is what the problem is. Clear people always thought they can fool everybody. Pam Bundy, Donald Trump, they think if you're black, you're dumb. But the blacks in Congress have the highest education than any of them. And they ain't got a DAMN thing to do with DEI. Nothing. They're just more intelligent. But Pam Bundy and Donald Trump been taught all their life that black people are less than white people. That is false. In God's eyes, we're equal. But I hate to state the facts. The fact is, black women are the most educated in this country. And Queen Summer Lee, Congresswoman, Queen Summer Lee had to put in another subpoena because Donald Trump think black people are dumb. He don't even like black people. But because of the hatred in his heart is what's going to take him up out of here. And I was hoping today was a celebration of that, but it's not. So let's move along. So, I'm going to show y'all this again because it's supposed to have been a photo added of Trump found at Epstein's neighbor, and she exposes him. Hold up, wait a minute. Wait a minute, because we already seen some of this video, but this is part of the video that they did not show at the time.
A bit more news on the
Subscribe
to
Keith Edwards on YouTube.
We have a hot mic moment from a Republican congressman who says that Donald Trump is definitively in that shit, and we now have on the street interviews with Jeffrey Epstein's neighbor.
Yep.
And there's been an inside look within
Hit
Jeffrey
the like
Epstein's
button,
home,
please. Thank you.
and it implicates Donald Trump. All that coming right up. First, here's Republican Mike Collins in a hot mic moment saying that Donald Trump is in the files.
I want to ask my question, which was, are you getting Epstein files, Epstein files? Do you think Trump's in there?
Yeah, I'm sure he's in there because he's the one that was telling the FBI about it. He's the one that kicked the guy out of Mar-a-Lago and then called the FBI. Yeah, he's in there. But
what's going to happen? Are you going to release him?
Oh, we need to release him. I have no problem releasing him, but you've got to go through the judicial. We all know that. The problem is, it'd be our luck that somebody's going to leak somebody that's supposed to be protected.
Yeah, well,
they've got to go through and
they've
got to go through and fix all of that. And then, of course, now you got judges that are saying, I'm not going to release anything grand jury. This lady's over here filing an appeal or whatever. And it's I'm not a lawyer and I'm not a judge, but it is more complicated than just saying, boom, here's the
Hey,
file.
Queen
It's not
Tia.
more complicated than that. Why do we know that? That's because Donald Trump released the MLK files a month or so ago when this was all really spun up because he was trying to do literally anything to distract from the fact that he's in there, as Mike Collins has now confirmed. And so we know that Donald Trump has the power to release them. If he wanted to, they'd be out there by now. But there's a reason why they're not out there. I think we all know why that is. Partially, we know because there's been a look inside Jeffrey Epstein's home. Now, the New York Times had this pretty good reporting where they have pictures from within his townhouse in the Upper East Side of Manhattan. And as you can see here, there's pictures of him with the Pope. There's pictures of him with Mick Jagger, Elon Musk. Elon Musk, I believe that's him right there.
So Elon been
Fidel
around Trump
Castro.
a long time, and
there's
we didn't
also
know it.
pictures of. Now, here's the thing. Here's Donald Trump. Or sorry, not Donald Trump. Here's Bill Clinton. Here is Larry Summers. Here's Richard Branson. Now, I think we would consider most of those folks to be more liberal. Obviously, Bill Clinton. That does not impact the way that I feel about the fact that there should be some accountability and that any information that can come out about Epstein and his close ties to powerful people and what they potentially might have been involved in, whether they're on, quote, my side or not. That's the difference between me and I guess MAGA Republicans, certainly elected officials, is that I don't care. I want to just know the truth. And I don't care who it implicates. Okay? Actually,
Hello,
there's Bill
beautiful
Gates right
Tia.
there. That's Bill
Hey,
Gates.
Queen.
Anyways, and so imagine for a moment if we lived in an alternate dimension where Donald Trump wasn't here, but it was Obama. Or it
Oh,
was
they
Joe
want it
Biden.
released then. MAGA
Do
be
you
crying
think
for it to be released.
that this would be a small story, or it would be a completely bombshell of a story that we would not hear the end of? Of course, you know the answer to that. But you might not even have known Donald Trump is sitting here on Jeffrey Epstein's dresser in his Upper East Side mansion. It's just another day, but it is
just
like,
another day in the neighborhood.
Is this a secondary thing too? How many pictures do you have up in your home? I don't know. I actually don't have many on my home, but of those who are framed in pictures in my home, people I really love, people I really trust, people I've known for a long time. What do you think about that? What do you think that says about his relationship with Donald Trump? Now, we're also getting information too from Epstein's neighbor. And here's what she has to say. The neighborhood for a long time?
Yeah.
And did you ever see any really rich and powerful people go inside this building?
You want to know who I saw going in there? Everyone you've heard about.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Can you
love
name any
her.
names?
You know them all from the newspaper.
Do you see Bill Clinton going there?
Who?
Bill Clinton?
Yeah.
Bill Gates?
No.
Trump?
Yeah. You think of the other ones. Andrew.
Prince Andrew. You saw Prince Andrew going there. And what do you think actually happened inside of this home?
All the most terrible things you can think of.
And what do you think the truth is about the Epstein files?
Well, someone has them. Yeah. Maxwell probably would be the best source. But she'll stay put.
Would you support Donald Trump if he were to give her a pardon to let her spill all the information?
Does that mean she's out of jail? She was definitely his partner. I believe that.
And so you've seen people like Prince Andrew, Trump, the Clintons, a lot of other people walk inside this building.
Yeah, well, you know, they all come with security guards who park here or stand out here.
Hi, Queen Norma.
And I saw plenty over the years. This is a long time ago now. Before we knew what was going on, just young girls. I mean, young.
How old were the girls that you saw go in?
Well, because they were coming from schools. They were coming from public schools.
Really?
So they were high school age.
Wow, so you saw a bunch of high schoolers going inside here.
You can tell. I always come this way home, and you cross the street, and maybe on the far corner be two girls. Now, don't get nervous. It's going to be all right. He's really a nice man. You know, he promised people that didn't know people like this exist in a gorgeous house like this. They didn't know he was going to abuse them. He said, "Oh, you're so beautiful. You know, when you get out of high school, I'm going to get you a modeling job. I'm going to set you up." And, you know, he promised them all kinds of things, and they unfortunately believed it.
Now, awful. But I want to point out, too, this guy, Nick Shirley, this is not a liberal commentator. Okay, this is a far-right commentator. Look at this. He has a disgusting post about folks in El Salvador who are locked up.
This is sad.
The Trump White House. So this is not like some like liberal activist. This is a far right commentator who is choosing to expose Donald Trump and the fact that he was seen many times at Epstein's place, and that Epstein also had high school age girls at his house. We don't know if that's at the same time or not, but we do know that most likely they were there while this picture was there. And I just want to point out too, this isn't talked about enough. Howard Nutlick, the real estate ties, financier, and child sex affair Jeffrey Epstein are once again drawn.
Hello, everybody just coming in. Hit that like button, please. Hit the like button for me. Come on, hit the like button. Thank you. Hit the like button, beautiful ones.
Townhouse that we just talked about, they were just in front of, had significant leads to the adjacent property, which real estate record shows still owned by Nutlick. Isn't that interesting? It's all connected.
Thank you.
Yep, well, we're not going to let up on this, so please do hit like on this video so more people see it. Subscribe so we can follow this story together, and I'll see you next time.
Subscribe to the great Keith Edwards. He's a great commentator here on YouTube. I love this man. It's like, when I show y'all certain people all the time, I really love their work. And I want y'all to subscribe to them. I wouldn't lead you down a bad path. They're awesome people. They know they work. I learn a lot from them. From Midas Touch Network, I love them. And Ben is my favorite. Yes, he is. And I don't show her work often, but Tisa tells she's amazing. She did an amazing job covering the Diddy case, which, you know, Diddy and Donald Trump were close friends, you know. They both are diddlers. Aaron Partners, he's a top dog in my opinion. I love him too. I even love going on YouTube, TikTok, and watching him as well. So check him out, okay? So this is from the governor, I think, what is it, Chicago? Yes, Governor J.B. Pritzker. Donald Trump wants to call him fat, but Donnie, you fat too. I never understood this, y'all. Why do fat people call other people fat? If I was fat, I would not make fun of another fat person. No. Some people are actually happy the size that they are. So if they are, that's good. But I believe in taking care of your body in great health. And there are some amazingly beautiful people that are plus size. But Donald Trump is obese, but he consistently bashes Pritzker. So let me tell you something what Pritzker has to say. It says, it's cheating, Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a cheater. He cheats on his wives. He cheats at golf. And now he's trying to cheat the American people out of their votes. Yes, he is. Facts don't lie. Trump's track record, cheat. From his marriages to golf swings to democracy itself. It's always the same playbook. America deserves better. Yes, we do. America deserves better. And Trump is not giving America better. He's not. He's taking from the collection plate and hurting the American people. And what I mean by that, he's taking from us, the Americans. So let's listen to the handsome Government Newsom. Yeah, man, that man is handsome. I know his wife is happy. Yeah, because, Melania's not happy with Donnie. There's no way she could be happy with the Michelin blimp. No. She can't even put her arms around Donnie. And she doesn't want to. Watch this so y'all can laugh. Get a laugh. I'm Holly. This is funny. I'm Norma. I'm Janice. I'm Holly. I'm Norma. Nothing about Donnie is attractive. Melania did not marry Donnie for his looks. Girl, you can lie all you want to. I'm a woman. I know how it go. You married for the money, Melania. We watch how you tell him not, touching his hand saying, don't touch me. When he be trying to touch your hand, girl. But lately, y'all been faking the phone. How much did you charge him to pretend you love him? So watch this. This is a prime example of fake marriage just on license. But there's no love. He gets no love. Oh, yeah. Look, watch the hands. She won't hold his hand. She hates that man. Watch. She won't let him touch her. That's a horrible marriage to be in. He gets no loving from her. Watch. That's a loveless marriage. Donnie is a freak. Why would you disrespect the Pope like that? Pay attention. She hates him. Look at her face. She hates that man. Oh, I got a video saved. I'm going to show y'all right quick because that woman does not love him. That's a loveless marriage. And MAGA like to say, oh, she's such a great first lady. She won't even let him touch her. Stop it, MAGA. Stop fronting. Stop being fake. Hold on. Let me find the video of him trying. She rolled her eyes at him. She hates that man. And I can understand Melania Trump. You don't want Donnie touching you, girl. And you definitely ain't laying in bed with him. Not the way they say he smells. No. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. The music keep playing. Hold on. I got to stop the music. Hold on. Hold on, beautiful people. Pay attention. Watch her face. She hate him. This is not a love marriage. It's a marriage of convenience. She's a trophy to him. So he pays a good price for that trophy. I'm going to let you see it again, Maggie, because you're so fake. Her face is a face of, I hate this ninja. She hate him. She don't love Donnie. She ready for Donnie to go any moment. She's worse than me. Yeah, she's worse than me. Because I'm waiting too, girl. So, this is from the Orange You Kidding Me Unhinged. And he says, I'm not saying he's stupid. Let me show what I'm talking about. And I'm going to read it to you, okay? I'm not saying he's stupid, but if you gave him a penny for his thoughts, you would get change back. Yeah. Brains, bankruptcy, Mara's bankrupt, country bankrupt. You don't even get what you paid for when you ask his opinion. America deserves better than change back on a penny. Now, that's sad. Change back on a penny. Donnie, you ain't worth nothing then. Everything you got, you kind of have gotten it. Yeah, that's what happened with Donnie. So, I'm going to show you this and I'm going to read it. And I totally agree with what they're saying. And it is about Donnie's hand. I'm going to read the article about it. And then I am going to show you slides of it. So this is what's being said by Notice News, fair use. Another dark bruise on Trump's hands triggered new speculations Monday about the 79-year-old man's health. Just weeks after his swollen ankles and limp prompted similar concerns. Despite a White House claim earlier this month that Trump suffers from chronic vein inefficiency, a common age-related issue, online sleuths and medical experts aren't buying it. Trump's bruised hand was clearly visible during a meeting with South Korea President Lee Jae-myung. The same bruising appeared recently golf outings where Trump was also seen dragging his leg. Y'all remember that? Photos suggesting maybe makeup may have been used to cover the injuries. Officials blame the hand bruise on frequent handshaking and aspirin use, but social media users and some medical commentators aren't convinced, and I'm not convinced, and I'm a commentator. Some theorize the bruises suggests a more serious vascular or neurological issue. Others speculate the marks could be IVs or even signs of cancer. But he talked poorly about our great President Joe Biden's cancer. This isn't the first time Trump's health has raised red flags. Since his first term, questions have lingered about his weight, obese, stigmata, and the authenticity of his glowing health records. In April, he claimed to have done well on a 5-hour physical exam. But results remain vague. We know he's not well. We can look at him and tell he's not well. His eating habits are terrible. Burger King and McDonald's daily is not healthy. There is no way Donald Trump thinks he's fooling the American people. So, I'm going to show you this and I'm going to read you what a TikToker has said. Not TikToker, Twitter, what's been said on Twitter. Look at his hands. There's not a man that's healthy. Donald Trump is ill. And what does COVID-93 says? Weird how the bruise on Trump's hand is taking a longer time to heal than the ear that was hit by a pow-pow. That's how we know Donnie lied about being hit by a pow-pow. I never believed it, and I'm sure a vast majority of you never believed that Donald Trump was pow-powed on the ear because he's old. It wouldn't heal like that. Cartridge doesn't heal. They quite often have to take it from somewhere else and put it where it has been pow-powed off. Donnie lied, in my opinion. So, Aaron Parner says Donald Trump is intentionally hiding his right hand during today's cabinet meeting. He was intentionally hiding his ugly hand. At this point, from what I've seen lately, he has bruises on both of his hands. JoJo from Jersey says if Joe Biden's hand had looked like it was covered in gray scale, Fox would be running that SHIT on a loop 24/7. Yes, they would. Yeah. His hand looks so diseased. Oh, it just gross. I'll keep it to myself what I was thinking. Yeah. David Packman, he's a great commentator. Yes, he's great. They want us to believe that Trump has bruises on both hands from handshaking with his right hand, but his ear healed so perfectly after being pow-powed that there was no signs of it within weeks. Got it. We got it all right. Yeah. That is from the great David Packman. Okay. Yo-yo ha. How long before MAGA starts dyeing their hands purple? I got something I can show y'all of that. I'll show you that after the slide because I showed you yesterday. They now have made tattoos on their hands in support of Donnie bruised hands. I think Donnie may have been jacking off too much and it bruised his hands because he's old. You know, Melania's not there in the White House. She haven't given him none in many years. And Laura Loomer wasn't there to put on the knee pads, nor was Marjorie Taylor Greene. He been beating that meat, and Elon is not there. He been beating that old stinking pee-pee meat so long, it bruised his hands. But really, he's sick. Sick enough to pass away soon. But anyway, let me show you what that is. That is said by Yo-Yo. So now I'm going to show y'all the tattoo bruising that MAGA has started using on themselves. Yeah. MAGA has gone as far to make tattoo bruises on their hands in support of Donnie Boy. Is Donnie Boy worth all that, MAGA? Y'all went around wearing Pampers, and now you running around wearing these fake tattoos on your hand in support of Donnie Boy. That's definitely cult behavior, MAGA. That is definitely cult behavior. And what does this person say? The new MAGA must have temporary bruise tattoos. Definitely a cult. Yeah, definitely is. I'm going to show you again. They are in support of their savior. And if Donald Trump was the real savior, he wouldn't bruise. You know that, don't you, MAGA? That lets you know he's just a man like the rest of the clear men in America. He's a racist one, too. He don't like my color. No, Donnie don't like my skin. And I don't like him. I don't even know how Melania laid up with him, girl. You got to be desperate to lay up with Donnie. No. But she was smart enough to get that baby. So if they would have separated, she would be getting a good monthly check. She had enough sense to do that right, huh, girl? So let's listen to Ann Coulter, please. Let's give her a listen. Uh-oh. It's on mute. One moment, beautiful ones. This is more about Epstein, y'all.
Met Jeffrey Epstein. What happened? I was on the Upper East Side, pouring rain.
He sound like a dude.
Pulls up and he said, "Come in, we'll have tea." I just wanted to call BS on him. So I went in, and then I asked him something that had occurred to no journalist to ask him.
She's rather masculine, in my opinion.
Was for the next 6 months, people who knew Epstein could get my email. Jeffrey Epstein wants to get in touch with you. I was just creeped out. No.
How does the island come to Epstein's possession?
He bought it. Where did he get his money? Jeffrey, for example, would be sitting at the head of the table with some 16-year-old girl sitting on his, and he reported that he'd go into the massage room after Jeffrey Epstein had been in there with young girls and find things like... Another one is so gross, I don't think I want to say it.
I'm all ears. Trump doesn't want something about the files coming out. That's your theory.
I think Trump is worried about...
Okay, we'll come back to that.
He comes in and removes the tapes.
I've got to ask about Epstein's death.
Let me just say, I think everyone agrees that
I just wanted to get your sense of Ghislaine Maxwell.
Two things I do notice about her is, and I say that on this program.
Is there any way out of this mess for Trump?
Be sure to catch that whole show on her channel.
You met.
She has some stuff, and I'm going to be researching to get that, y'all, because, honey, we are not taking our foot off of Donald Trump's neck about Epstein, y'all. Donnie is a bad man. Poor MAGA. Listen to this. This is more of like an AI thing, I believe.
The problem with that compound in Arkansas. If they want to live with just white people, that's their right. Sure, Randy. But if they really want to be white only,
it's not AI,
then they should go
sorry.
all in. What do you mean? Well, they'd have to ditch their phones. Cell patents came from Asian inventors. Wait, no phones? Yep, and no GPS either. An African-American woman, Dr. Gladys West, helped make that possible.
Hit the like button,
no
please.
maps on their
Thank
trucks?
you.
Actually, no trucks either. Ford, GM, Toyota, and Tesla all have minority investors, board members, and global supply chains. Damn. So they'd be walking? Yeah, and in shoes without rubber soles. Black scientists revolutionized vulcanization and material science. So barefoot? Barefoot, but still no air conditioning. That was perfected by a black engineer, Frederick Jones. Man, and it gets hot in Arkansas. Oh, and forget using computers. The PC, the internet, even touchscreens have foundational contributions from Asian and black engineers. You're saying they'd be stuck in the woods with nothing but mosquitoes? Ah, nice catch, Randy. No mosquito repellent either. DEET was created by a Latina chemist. I hope they enjoy racial purity. And West Nile. Damn, that sounds rough. Well, if they want true segregation, then they need to start with no phones, no cars, no electricity, no medicine, and no internet. That don't sound like much of a community. You're right. It sounds more like a campfire cult. And lucky for them, Kool-Aid was invented by a white guy. I don't see the problem with that compound in Arkansas. If they want to live with just white people, that's their right. Sure, Randy. But if they really want to be white only, then they should go all in. What do you mean? Well, they'd have to ditch their phones. Cell patents came from Asian inventors. Wait, no phones? Yep, and no GPS either. An African-American woman, Dr. Gladys West, helped make that possible. So, no maps on their trucks? Actually, no trucks either. Ford, GM, Toyota, and Tesla all have minority investors, board members, and global supply chains. Damn. So they'd be walking? Yeah, and in shoes without rubber soles. Black scientists revolutionized vulcanization and material science. So barefoot? Barefoot, but still no air conditioning. That was perfected by a black engineer, Frederick Jones. Man, and it gets hot in Arkansas. Oh, and forget using computers. The PC, the internet, even touchscreens have foundational contributions from Asian and black engineers. You're saying they'd be stuck in the woods with nothing but mosquitoes? Ah, nice catch, Randy. No mosquito repellent either. DEET was created by a Latina chemist. I hope they enjoy racial purity. And West Nile. Damn, that sounds rough. Well, if they want true segregation, then they need to start with no phones, no cars, no electricity, no medicine.
MAGA, if you really want to segregate from black people, you're not going to have anything. And don't use the traffic lights, okay? Because the traffic lights were created by a black woman. So if you really don't like black people, don't do anything. And you hate brown people, don't use anything they created either. Then you'd be fully segregated, MAGA. Wouldn't that just be beautiful, you know? Ain't you just cute, MAGA? Yeah. So, this is a point of jealousy. They was jealous of the greatness of black people, pulling up their bootstraps, as y'all said. And you got jealous and you flood them out. If you burn down the black towns, pure jealousy in your heart, MAGA. That's in Spanish, so I'm just going to show y'all. Hold on, because we're going to watch this. Because this is what you did to black people. You flood out their towns. They built their own beautiful towns. And the white man couldn't take black people being great. Lake Lanier. You flooded out Lake Lanier. It was a black town. I live in Atlanta, honey. I know. I've been to Lake Lanier. That's why every time, all the time, clear people are unalived on that lake. The ancestors. The same ancestors that's humming at Donald Trump's bedside at night. So if you want to segregate, let us be great. Don't try to segregate, then come back and harass us and burn down our towns, our homes, our cars, and etc. and unalive us. Stop it. Go away and segregate. We would be so happy. I will love you from a distance. I will love you the way the Lord says to love you. God's way. Queen Victorious once said Grindr crashed twice during the RNC. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And honey, some of these MAGA people on here, they go on Grindr. They be cheating on their wives with men. They going to look for black men with big eggplants. That's what they do. Yeah. Nasty self. Just nasty. They weren't raised right. I don't know how y'all end up like that. But again, the Bible originated in Africa. The white man stole it, brought it over here, changed it up to manipulate the slaves. And try to manipulate even our brown people that was here previously as well. Some black people was here already. Yeah. So let's listen to the fat boy Trump. Trump is a fat boy joke. Uh-oh, it's on mute. Hold on. I got the fat boy on mute.
I've solved 6 wars in the last.
He lies so much. I'm sick of him. I hate him.
Maybe more than 6 months now.
They all know he's lying.
I've solved 6 wars in the last 6 months. Maybe more than 6 months now. And I'm very proud of it. I've solved.
He can't even solve where that missing hairpiece is. Because if you look right up in here, he's missing a hairpiece. Solve that, Donnie. We don't want to look at your red scalp, honey. Orange scalp at that. So they are really, really, really trying to impeach Trump. And I hope it happens. And I love this young lady that's speaking. Hold on.
Number 1, unconstitutionally usurping Congress's power to declare.
Hit the like button,
Number
please.
2,
Thank you.
unlawful mobilization of military forces against civilian protesters in the United States. Number 3, illegal kidnapping, detention, and removal of U.S. residents. Number 4, illegal and unconstitutional removal of U.S. residents, migrants, and asylum seekers to foreign torture prisons. Number 5, unlawfully attempting to deport immigrants for peacefully protesting. Number 6, unconstitutionally usurping Congress's powers. Number 7, defying court orders and unconstitutionally usurping judicial authority. Number 8, abusing his power to seek retribution against perceived adversaries. Number 9, co-opting and dismantling independent government oversight. Number 10, unlawful imposition of tariffs. Number 11, receiving foreign and domestic emoluments. Number 12, unconstitutionally usurping local and state authority. Number 13, abusing the emergency power. Number 14, abusing the pardon power. Number 15, corruptly dismissing criminal charges against Eric Adams. Number 16, depriving citizens of their birthright. Number 17, blocking efforts to secure U.S. elections. Number 18, planning the forced removal of Palestinians from Gaza. Number 19, engaging in unlawful, corrupt practices during the 2024 presidential campaign. These are the assaults on our Constitution and democracy that we are facing. There is no question that Donald Trump has violated his oath of office and is undermining democracy. We have to act now. Number 1,
19 counting grounds for Trump's impeachment and removal. There was Alexandria Flores. 19. He should have been out of there. Donald Trump started breaking rules as soon as he got in that office. He did that his first term. But what's sad, the Republicans have the House and the Senate. So it's hard to impeach a crusty butt when the Republicans are running the House and the Senate. The Republicans need to get a backbone and the men need to get some balls, y'all. Play ball properly, honey. And stay off that Grindr app. The MAGA Republican men in our Congress love going on there looking for some black eggplant. And we all know what black eggplant is. They want to put it in their mouths. It has been said, maybe even Donnie likes going looking for some black eggplant. I don't know. Inquiring minds want to know. It's sad. Y'all hate black people, but you want to put them in your mouth because it's big. I understand. I love it big. Yes, God. So this is so racist. So racist. A Texas Republican suggested approaching to immigrants. He said, pow, pow, shovel, and shut up. That is what this racist white man in Congress said. A MAGA Republican. He should not be allowed to be in Congress. Uh-oh, it's on mute. One moment, babe. Listen to this phrase he's going to say. He's so racist. Take him, Lord.
Shoot, shovel, and shut up. I've got a phrase I want to say so bad, but I'll
hit the like button.
The buzz. But it was extremely good.
That's how they feel about black and brown people. All of them.
Well, you know, it kind of addresses the immigration issue up in my area of the woods, I'm afraid. Shoot, shovel, and shut up. So I don't know where you heard that. I don't know where I heard that, but
you hear that, anyway, black and brown people?
All joking aside, on that issue, I'm very concerned.
And MAGA, oh, we not racist. What the? Oh, you're not racist, MAGA? Then what did this MAGA just say about what he would do to brown people, black people, immigrants? I'm going to play it again. Hit that like button as y'all coming in, beautiful people. And those of you already in here, come out the bushes and hit the like button. Show me support. I'm working hard. I have to do research to get this, to bring it to you, beautiful kings and queens. If you like to donate to my channel, you can send me super chats, super stickers. And in my description is my Venmo. So if you have Venmo and you want to show me love, you can send me something through Venmo. And my PayPal link is in the description as well. So if you want to donate to PayPal, you can. I love you. We're going to play this again. So MAGA can see the reflection of themselves in this man, who they are.
Shoot, shovel, and shut up. I've got a phrase I want to say so bad, but I won't throw you into the buzz. But it was extremely good. Yes, you might as well go ahead. I can do that? I've been wondering the whole time. Well, you know, it's
bragging about it.
The immigration issue up in my area of the woods, I'm afraid. Shoot, shovel, and shut up. So I don't know where you heard that. I don't know where I heard that, but anyway, all joking aside, on that issue, I'm very concerned.
MAGA is racist. Stop telling me it's raining and you peeing on my leg from Donald Trump's pissy depends. MAGA is the most racist cult ever in this world. The MAGA Republicans in Congress and our senators, representatives, are all racist against black and brown people. They hate our beautiful skin because we do not age poorly. Look at me, 51. No wrinkles, no Botox, no fillers, no makeup. Just me and God, baby. That's all. And I love you anyway, even though I know there's hate in your heart for my color. I depend on Jesus. And Jesus was a black man. Sit with it. Suck on it, Donnie. You love that eggplant, don't you? That black eggplant. I love it too. Yeah. So let's listen to Queen Christina Talks Tea. And you want to find her on Instagram, please follow her. It's Christina Talks in the letter T. Christina Talks Tea. Let her give it to you, baby.
Well. Now, do y'all remember last week?
Hit the like button, please. Thank you.
The little red sparrow. Yes. The one that has too many ties to too many spies. So many, in fact, that she was denied the chance to fly.
A Russian lobbyist, she was.
She came out last week to fire 37 intelligence agencies. And then she blasted their names all over the streets of Twitter. And it turns out we are learning today
that's illegal
that one
what
of the
she
names
did.
that she blasted out for the world to see was an undercover agent, baby, effectively compromising any investigations or any work that he had priorly done and also putting his life in danger, hon. This administration really has a problem with classified information.
Yep,
Donnie
stole it his last term.
in any nation. I mean, y'all remember Little Whiskey Leaks?
Could it be?
He's OPD Kegs, Brett,
And his dead wife's casket?
Chat, but he wasn't
Those
the only one that
stolen
was in on
files?
that. You had JD too. And they acted like they were going to punish the Mike dude, but they just gave him another position in another job. Either way, I guess you could say they're having a problem holding on to information today. Not very secure at all. As a matter of fact, they're so bad at securing their conversations that they've just decided to stop keeping their conversations, absolutely violating federal law. Federal law states that all agents must categorize, classify, and all of that. They must record it. They must keep track of all of their conversations with one another and every action that they do. They must catalog it. And they just stopped doing that altogether. For two reasons. They don't know how to keep information secure. And secondly, they're breaking the law every day and they don't want a paper trail of how much they break the law. So there's that. And speaking of the cockerhead cracker Klansman, baby, little Petey Kegs breath, Lord, that little belly and E3 running the entirety of our military. You know how he can't keep
Hit
shit
that like button. Thank you, guys.
He's
Thank you. I love you.
Renaming bases back to Confederate names. He's really good at doing that. And as of today, they're going to be reinstalling that canvas, that portrait of General Robert E. Lee with the enslaved man on it, baby.
The KKK leader.
It's a 20-foot canvas portrait of General Robert E. Lee. And on that portrait, there's an enslaved man holding Mr. Robert E. Lee's horse, dear. We took that down in 2020.
Yep.
We passed the law. No more worshiping the Confederacy in any kind of way. If you want to learn about it today, open up a fucking book. But we don't need to see their pictures and their statues like they were fucking heroes. They were terrorists fighting against the Union in our country, dear. That's what they were. Last time I checked, we ain't putting up portraits and statues of Bin Laden. But apparently, if you're a white terrorist to this nation, you should get praise today.
Yeah, it's okay if they're white terrorists. Donnie love them.
Put that back up again, absolutely violating the law on the books that it cannot be done, but they don't follow laws, hun. They don't do that. Either way, I'm not telling you this to rage bait you today, because just remember, they can put up all the statues they want to, and we'll just tear them back down again. They can hang all the pictures they want to, and we'll just tear them back down again. And while they're up there trying to tell you that you don't have the First Amendment right to burn the U.S. flag today, you do have the right to burn the Confederate one, boo. Just letting you know. It might be worth putting on a bit of a show for Petey Kegs breath, that cockerhead cracker Klansman, and Nosferatu, Stephen Miller, and Daddy W. Pants. What if we all just got together for a music festival and we all had our little Confederate flags folded up nicely in our pockets, and at the same time
pull them out and burn
them out and set them the fuck ablaze for the world to see? Just saying, baby. Just saying. Well,
you gotta love her, y'all. Y'all can't tell me y'all don't love this woman. I love this queen. Christina Talks T. It's CHRISTINA Talk T. Please subscribe to her, follow her. She's amazing. I love this woman. And I think she's so adorable. Her skin is gorgeous. Yes. So, Government Newsom, you know, he's posts a lot, and I love him for that, because he just keep America going. That's going to be our next president if VP Kamala Harris does not run for president. But let me see. It was something I said I was going to show y'all that was just said in that particular video. What was it, y'all? Hold on. Where is it, Lord Jesus? It was pertaining to something she said. But anyway, I'll go ahead and show this Newsom stuff, and maybe I'll find it later. So Government Newsom issues the following statement after Federal Court of Appeals ruled today that Donald Trump exceeded his use of emergency powers to enact broad sweeping tariffs. That was on August the 29th. Yeah. And so this is what our great Government Newsom said.
He said Trump is America's biggest loser. All right, all right, all right. He's so good at this, y'all. He is good at trolling Donald Trump. Newsom is amazing and he's handsome. His body, Donnie, you ain't got no body, baby. You're a disaster to look at. Yeah, Government Newsom. So the VP allegedly moving fast behind the scenes to seize power as Agent Trump continues to brush off the rumors that his health is slipping. And who is trying to take his job? You're about to lose your job. To who? To his vice president, Vance. Vance is ready. He said he's ready, y'all. Yeah. Yep, he said he's ready. This is the Hunger Games in that White House, honey. I wouldn't be surprised if they do something to Donnie. Because, honey, when they told me yesterday and I got off my live and they said Donnie was gone, I was celebrating. But I said, don't celebrate too quick. And dang, I get up this morning, he's still alive. Why, Lord? So let's take a listen again to refresh your memory, MAGA. Oh, we can't listen to that. It's in Spanish. How did I save that again? Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. I got to find that video I want to show y'all. But anyway, I'm just going to go to something else right quick. And we're going to be getting out of here soon. Yeah. Class will be over. We're doing research, okay? So let's take a listen to this young man.
It's 4 a.m, and I need to find out the moment this guy is confirmed dead. If he's
we
not,
was all hoping he
giant
was.
Waste of time. But if he's dead, oh boy, I'm gonna be celebrating, man.
Yep. Last night when I got off my live, I started to go live again because I heard Donnie had passed away. And I'm like, God, are you kidding me? You really gonna give me that gift tonight? I need a good smile, God. Give me that gift tonight. He wasn't. Why, Lord? Why has thou forsaken me? Okay. Hold on.
Donald, wake up, Donald. Hey, where the hell is Donald Trump? Is something up with him? A teacher of political satirist. My job on earth at this moment in time is to make you laugh at the orange. Yes, Donald, you haven't golfed for 6 days. Donald, you don't have any plans for the Labor Day weekend, including golf. What's up, buddy? And how come you keep asking about heaven and how to get in? But the best part is, Donald hasn't responded on Truth Social to that judge who told him, Donald, most of your tariffs are illegal. That's not like Donald at all.
Not at all.
Folks, Donald Trump is in trouble. Oh, Donald, I think you're meeting your maker, baby.
He meeting his maker, but he's showing up ain't going to heaven. And he keep talking about going to heaven. Donnie, that's how I tell y'all. Donnie sold y'all Bibles and he knew nothing about the Bible. Donald Trump knows nothing about our Lord and Savior. He got mad when the bishop was telling him to make right with the immigrants. Remember that? When they went to church after his boring inauguration and Carrie song, and it was horrible. Right now, she about to lose her farm because she decided to be MAGA. Carrie Underwood, yeah. Okay, let's listen to this. I love these ladies. I've had it. I love them.
Stephen Miller in public likes to play like he would be the RAPIS.
Listen carefully.
In private, I think he's with the ball gag getting pegged. Yeah,
he likes to get pegged like Donnie.
He likes to be browbeat and ugly talk to, and I think he likes to get pegged. Yeah, and I think we have a situation where he likes to get pegged. And that's my opinion. I probably think, oh, why are you talking about this? Blah blah blah. Because these people are specifically broken.
I gotta play that again because I want to make sure y'all hear that. Because let me tell you something about white men do like to get pegged. Not all. I'm not criticizing you all. I'm talking about the MAGA Republicans. They like for a woman to put it on, the strap on, and get them in the rear. They want her to dig all the mud out of there, y'all. You white women, your husbands like for a black woman to put on a strap on and dig the mud out of them. She ain't got to give up her vagina or her mouth because they want to be punished. Yeah, that's what your white husband's like. Donnie, do you want to be punished? I wouldn't do it. But hey, that's what the white Republican men like. They go on Grind app looking for some black pink. No, black eggplant, honey, because that eggplant going to be big. It's going to be good to them. That's what they desire. They say, tell me something good. And they want that mud dug out of them. Yeah, so let's listen to this queen again. I love her.
Stephen Miller in public likes to play like he would be the rapist. In private, I think he's with the ball gag getting pegged. Yeah, I 100% think he's the submissive. Yeah, and he likes to be browbeat and ugly talked to. And I think he likes to get pegged. Yeah, and I think we have a situation where he likes to get pegged. That's my opinion.
I love her.
Why are you talking about this? Blah, blah, blah. Because these people are specifically broken. Especially
tell me something good. Ooh, that MAGA and those men up from the, what's that foundation that did Project 25? Bend over. Take that, like Diddy said. Take that. Bend over. Get it good. Give it to them. Put it on the floor.
For the Americans, I don't mean like the MAGA ones, I mean like the other ones. So if you're not an American who's going to be at the protest, keep scrolling. Now, witnessing your music festivals, I think there's one thing that can make them a lot better, and it's football chants. Hear me out. Obviously, the States is really
listen carefully. I like this.
And win. But just imagine how pissed off you're going to get this little orange cunt if you start chanting like, Putin is your brother, Epstein is your lover, you all fuck one another, the Trumpy family. He would go fucking mental. You have the call and response. What do you think of Trump? Cunt. What do you think of cunt? Trump. Thank you. That's all right. We hate the Trumps, 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 we hate the Trumps. We are the Trump haters. You pretend you're not a ped, but your daughter's in your bed. Anything, just it would
drive Trump crazy.
That's how you get under his skin. You have to be just as dumb as that.
You have to be just as dumb, just as mean. You got to be, let me tell you, I keep telling y'all to fight the Republicans. You got to be more evil than them. You got to think much more evil than they think to crush them till they can't breathe. And they're going to run and hide up on their beds like the pissy little boys they are. The little boys that like to be pegged. Donnie likes to be pegged. Does he? I don't know. Inquiry minds want to know. The Heritage Foundation man, jdvance, did you wear your knee pads to get to where you are, baby? Inquiry minds want to know. Yeah. This is funny. Somewhat, I guess, a cartoon AI satire. I was hoping he'd go to HEL. I guess the Lord wasn't ready to take him. Jesus. One moment, please.
So there's this massive file leak that just happened from Ehud Barak, the ex-prime minister of Israel, one of Epstein's very good buddies. Thousands of his emails were leaked online. And like alternative sources are talking about it, but the mainstream media, totally silent. Radio silence. And I have spent the last, I don't even know how long, just going down the rabbit hole, and I'm about to take you with me. This is just the start. This is just preliminary reporting. There's a lot of files, and just figuring out how to even analyze them has been a whole process. But through that process, working with my buddy over here on one screen and the reports on the other screen, and getting AI involved to write code that would scrape and then combine and then analyze. By the end of this, we're going to get to how they were surveilling the Hillary Clinton campaign. Oh yeah, and Putin, and Jeff Bezos, Bill Clinton, Benjamin Netanyahu, and there's links that will go to email report. But first, I just want to tell you how we got here. Because when you actually download the leaked emails, they come from 2 different emails. But when you go into those emails, there is just this whole mess of folders. And in each one, there's more folders with different things. And each of these files is an individual email, right? But we're talking like 50,000 emails or more, each individual files in all these different folders. How the fuck are we going to analyze them? So lately, I've been playing with AIs in terms of helping find sources, helping dig through complex details and data, and helping get to primary sources. And or in this case, aggregate thousands of email files and turn them all into one file that we can search all at once, because they're not all in one place. You can't search them. Like, there's nowhere you can go and type in Peter Thiel and have it find you where Peter Thiel is in the files.
Peter Thiel is the one running the show, y'all.
Buddy, we got on here. He taught me how to use.
He controls Dunny in
He helped me
Vance.
out and did it with me. Crash course in coding, and we wrote out all this crazy code, and like, it's a long story. We'll skip it. But we wrote a program that would put them all into one JSON file. And then we got the JSON file, and it's real big. When you scroll through it, it's all of them extracted.
Peter Thiel, Donald Trump, jdvance, etc.,
like
etc.
names and file paths, day the email was sent, who it's from, who it's to, etc. But now it's searchable, and now we can put AI into them and have AI start scraping through it and be like, find me every instance of this or that, or look for patterns here or there. And that's where we stumbled across something kind of random that at first we thought was a nothing burger. Is in one of the little reports that it made summarizing what it was finding in the files, it mentioned Clinton and the Clinton Foundation and surveillance of the Clinton Foundation. And I was like, wait a minute.
Clinton is in the Epstein files too.
Barack are communicating behind the scenes about surveillance on the Clinton administration? Please tell me more. And so then it wrote up this little executive summary. This is all AI generated, all about what it found about the Clinton Foundation. And this is where it gets complicated, because you can't just trust AI to just tell you the truth and not double check it. You have to double check AI. And so what I always do every time that I'm using AI for anything is I build in source citation. So it has to provide me links to the primary source where it is getting the information from. In this case, those are emails. But out on the internet, maybe that's to an article or to a statement or to, a document or something. And so we had to build in links to the emails that it's referencing to make these claims about the Clinton Foundation. And this is the original email. And it kind of looks like a nothing burger. It's from noreply@relsi.com. And it's kind of just like a newsletter with a bunch of headlines in it, which is like...
This is, we're not going to watch the whole thing, but this is, those are Elon Musk emails that he's talking about. I wonder why Elon was digging into the Clinton Foundation. Was he doing it to help Donnie? Because Donnie knew that Clinton's name was in the Epstein files. And you notice Donnie keep bringing up Bill Clinton about the Epstein files, and they both are in the Epstein files. But who's naming that more than anybody? That is Donald J. Trump. Listen to this. This is cute.
No, he's fake. No. Andy, what's wrong?
Donald Trump a real person?
Yes, Donald Trump is a real person.
Donnie, that's bad. Children don't even like you. I'm going to tell you, with a face like Donald Trump, I would cry too. I told you, every time I see his face, I want to vomit. He's disgusting. And that obese body scares me. Oh my God. I hate looking at Donald Trump. That body is horrible.
I now know everybody in Washington.
Look at him sitting on a towel. You know why he's sitting on that towel? Because he poopies in his diaper.
I think I'll be the most experienced guy. I know the good ones.
And stop letting him do that hand thing. I'm telling y'all, that's a form of witchcraft. Stop looking at it. And this is some good fun and humor. AI. Hold on. Hold on. We can't play music. Okay. Can't play the music. Look at y'all, best vice president, MAGA. Let me start it over. I'm going to let it play again. JD Vance. Yeah, that's JD Vance. Look at him. Look at the big head. Ooh, look, JD Vance. We got to have a little laughter up in here now. You know, I like to have a little fun now. So let's look at old Donnie boy. Hold on.
To the bill signing ceremony again.
No one realized that Trump brought his smell to the bill signing ceremony again. His one move revealed everything. Recently, Trump attended the White House bill signing ceremony. While Trump was listening to others speak, the woman next to him seemed to smell something, rubbed her nose, and looked very painful. At the same time, Trump found something wrong and pulled his suit.
This is for comedy, y'all.
Yellow stains again, like the last time he played
Have a
golf.
good sense of humor on a Saturday.
Dark suit pants, and he pretended to be calm. However, the man in the black suit next to him smelled the smell from Trump and pinched his nose to hold his breath. The woman next to him looked very uncomfortable and turned her head away. When signing the bill, the woman in white clothes squeezed to Trump's side very happily. When Trump sat down, her expression changed instantly, as if she wanted to escape from this occasion. She looked at a man, and the man responded to her with wide eyes, telling her that he knew Trump's smell was not good. The man behind Trump also found something wrong, suddenly raised his head and smiled awkwardly. As soon as Trump stood up, everyone turned their heads away, not wanting to see
His
Trump's
whole
yellow
body's
stain,
rotten,
and she burst into
in my
tears because of
opinion.
the stench.
That's bad. Let me tell you something, honey. We had us a black president, and he didn't smell. He's a Harvard graduate, highly educated, with a high IQ. President Barack Obama. Great genes. Look at him. Handsome, beautiful man. Donnie is gross. Everything about him. His body, his character, nasty. I would not take it back.
Does Trump really wear a girdle?
On certain days, yes.
What's that about?
He's an image-oriented guy. He's a television entertainer. He hates taking pictures of him from the side because he just looks too fat from the side. He likes to take pictures head on. He spends a lot of time on his hair. It's like a sort of a weave thing that he does up there. He's got a certain orange war paint that he wears. He's got 2-inch heels, lifts in his shoes, even though he's a reasonably tall person. There's insecurity there. There's the hyper-masculinity is a tell for how insecure the guy actually is. And so what I don't understand, and I think people will write about 50 years from now, is that we just had a group of political cowards that couldn't stand up to the guy. I don't understand what were they fearful of. And maybe it just was they want to stay in power more than they want to serve the public. Maybe that's what it is.
Donnie wears 2-inch heels. He wears a girdle. He used to be a part of Donnie's cabinet in his first term, remember? She asked, does Donnie really wear a girdle? Girl, can't you tell when he's wearing it when he's not wearing it? I can. Donnie wears a girdle, yeah. And all that ugly makeup. Jesus, fix it. More about his hand with his funky tail.
So I just want someone to explain how a man who has to put foundation on his hand to cover up the obvious bruising and whose fucking ankles look like that, how the fuck is that person's ear healing?
He lied
Where
about
are
it
they
all.
getting that regeneration from when they're having? Oh, I'm sorry. That is not a person who can take a bullet.
I second that. Everything that Queen said, I second that. 100%. I second it. Because there's no way possible this rotten man that's decaying from the inside got pow on his ear and it healed. He's old and crusty, and that's not how cartilage heals at all. Cartilage in your ear does not. He lied to you, MAGA, but you okay with it because you're a liar too. Yep, liar too.
Can someone walk me through what would happen if, unfortunately, the President of the United States were to pass away?
That's what would happen. We would celebrate. Because, they kept saying he passed away. And I was like, thank you, Jesus. But I didn't get too happy.
Donald Trump caught wearing a catheter at a White House event. Let's get into it. Oh, Donnie, this doesn't look good, bud. But here we are. They took a picture of you. If you look here.
Look at his legs. You can see it running up his legs.
Now, let's get a closer picture. This dude's a mess. Absolute mess. This is called a Foley catheter. Basically straps
He
around
poops
the
in
legs.
it
The tube
and
is
pee in it.
inserted in the you-know-what, and there is a bag right over here where the urine goes to. So basically, when this guy's walking around, it sounds like a Capri Sun going slash, slash, slash every single time this mess takes a step. Usually this stink wouldn't ever knock a man for his health. I would never do that. The point is, you MAGA, and what you said and what you did to Joe Biden, talking about his dementia and him covering up having cancer and everything else. What's going on with this mess? He's walking around with a pee-pee bag. He's tripping up stairs. Tell me, MAGA, what is going on with the idiot that you put in office? Have a day.
Have a day, MAGA. Have a day. He gotta walk around with a tube in his butt back there in where he's getting dug in. So he used to something back there scratching. So he addicted to that scratch because he already got a catheter back there. The MAGA Republican men love the Grindr app. They love it. And the vast majority of them are married men. They're married. But they go on the Grindr app looking for some black eggplant. Eggplant is a black man. They got an itch for it. They can't help it. It's inherited into their blood. All right, all right, all right.
I'm Janice. I'm Holly. I'm Norma.
Cankles. Cankles. That's all that evil in his body just coming through. Hold on, I can't play music. I can't play the music. Uh-oh. Y'all remember this video, how he was just staring at VP Kamala Harris like he wanted to lick her face? Let me start it over. I'm going to remind MAGA how sick their leader is. He's disgusting. That's your leader, MAGA. The MAGA maggots. Look at Dunny. DL Dunny. That's what I'm going to call him. DL Dunny. He like it all. VP Kamala Harris got a handsome man. Doug is handsome, highly educated, high IQ. And who is Dunny? Dunny is low IQ, MAGA. Yes, he is. He's slow. A con man. Never been bright. Uh-oh. It's not. Let's see what. Let me start it over because I want y'all to hear this.
Donald Trump dies and arrives at the gates of heaven, where he sees a huge wall of clocks behind him. He wonders what those clocks are there for, so he asks an angel, "Excuse me, sir, can I please know what are those clocks there for?" The angel answers, "Those are lie clocks. Everyone on earth has a lie clock. Every time someone lies, the hands on their clock move." Trump points towards a still clock and asks the angel, "Whose clock is that?" "That's Washington's clock," says the angel. The hands have never moved, indicating that he never told a lie in his whole life. "Wonderful," says Trump. He points towards another clock and asks, "Whose clock is that?" The angel responds, "That's Abraham Lincoln's clock. The hands have moved twice, telling us that Abe has lied only twice in his entire life." Trump, wanting to see his clock, asks the angel politely, "So, where is my clock?" "Oh, your clock," says the angel. "It's in God's office. He's using it as a fan."
That means Donnie's clock moves so much, God used it as a fan. Y'all see that? He lies so much. But let me tell you something. Anybody that worships and follow up behind Donald Trump, that's who you are. Everything Donnie is that's bad, that's who you are, MAGA. All right, all right, all right. I just love this photo. Government Newsom. He has mankles. Donald Trump has cankles. Look at the body structure. Donnie has cankles. He's an embarrassment. He's a true embarrassment to the Oval Office.
Gavin Newsom is
Hold
posting
on.
all the homicide rates.
Hold
in
on.
all these. Gavin Newsom is posting all the homicide rates in all these red states, and the Republicans are not happy about it. Texas homicide rate is 140% higher than California. Oklahoma's homicide rate is 150% higher than California. Arkansas's homicide rate is 220% higher than California. Louisiana's homicide rate is 380% higher than California. South Carolina's homicide rate is 220% higher than California. Alaska's homicide rate is 170% higher than California. Missouri's homicide rate is 200% higher than California. Tennessee's homicide rate is 220% higher than California. Alabama's homicide rate is 290% higher than California. Mississippi's homicide rate is 380% higher than California. And you might be asking, why am I just calling off all these numbers in these states? Because Donald Trump is still choosing to send the National Guard to all these other cities and states that are Democratic instead of focusing on what's the real issue. I have looked up all these numbers, and what Gavin Newsom posted, it's all true. This is just showing hypocrisy in the Trump administration.
We cannot trust the Trump administration. The MAGA Republicans, a vast majority, they get on the grind app. They got wives and girlfriends, but they're out there looking for men. A vast majority of the MAGA Republican men, they're pedos. They PDF files. The vast majority of the MAGA Republican men like eggplant. That's a black man. Although they hate black people. That just may be all I have for my beautiful kings and queens today. It's been a good old time. Yeah, I just love y'all. Y'all know I do. Y'all just make me so bubbly, and I just want to kiss all of y'all because I love you. I love you so much. I love you more than you can realize. I would even love you more if you would leave the Donald Trump red Kool-Aid. Donald Trump is just like Jim Jones, feeding you that poison from his words. Yeah, I love you guys. Enjoy your weekend. God bless America. Bye.